Today, I'm going to be discussing why the best risk is the risk you take on yourself. And I decided to do this video because I heard this for the first time in my life when I was out having dinner with a friend the other day. And it made me think of all the things that have happened to me in the last few years and developing this YouTube channel and all this other stuff, which I'm going to get into in this video as an inspirational video. So there's not really any tips in this one, but it's more of an inspirational video so you can hear my story to encourage you to take a risk on yourself. All right. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification button because I'm dropping a video every day. All right. The best risk is the risk you take on yourself. And listen to this. So for those of you that don't know me, I am originally from Canada and I moved to the United States, Atlanta. That's where I live now. And I've been living here for 15 months at the time of publishing this video. Why did I move to Atlanta from Canada? You're probably wondering, is because I moved here for my work. So I'm a marketing executive and I've been in the HVAC space, HVAC and refrigeration space, commercial stuff for the last, 8 years. So it's been a great career for me and I'm very entrepreneurial. Obviously I have a YouTube channel, so you have to kind of have an entrepreneurial, angle to yourself if you want to start a YouTube channel. So why taking a risk on yourself is the best risk? So I'll share this, right? When I was in Canada, I was being paid in American dollars. So the exchange rate from US to Canadian dollars is about a 30% difference. So for example, you make a dollar in American dollars, and in Canada, you're actually making $1.30 as an example, roughly. So I moved to Atlanta, right? And I was told, hey, don't worry about the pay difference and stuff. We're going to make it right for you once you're here and all that. So I moved to Atlanta and I discovered very quickly, oh my God, it is expensive. It's actually mostly more expensive than in Canada. There's some exceptions, but in general, it's more expensive than in Canada, but my pay didn't change. Ouch. Right. 15 months later, I have taken a 30% pay cut in my net income, not gross income, net income. Like what I used to clear every month in my bank account is now 30% less. And you're probably thinking, holy fuck, exactly. How many of you guys would stay in that job for a 30% pay cut, let alone stay in the country, okay? I'm sharing this with you guys. It's not all roses and butterflies in almost all of our lives, and I'm sharing this with you, okay? So I was at a crossroads at about 6 months in, and I realized my pay is not going to change. And I thought, shit, do I go back to Canada or do I tough it out here in Atlanta and with the 30% pay cut, okay? So that's a big loss in income. But I'm a very optimistic person and a positive person. I'm thinking, okay, well, what are the benefits then of me being here? And there's a bunch of benefits. But just very quickly, and I want to go on and on about this. I want to get to what I'm trying to get at here. My point is that there's a huge difference in weather. That was the number one reason why I wanted to move here. I spent a whole year, 15 months here already. It hasn't snowed once. It's not as cold as Canada. And it's just the opportunities here are massive, the financial opportunities, right? Even though I've lost 30%. Also, it's an international airport. Atlanta is close to some major awesome cities like Miami, not too far, especially from a flight standpoint, Chicago, New Orleans, like, you know what I mean? It's very, very, you can get to anything so fast and so easily out of Atlanta. So just all those factors, I'm like, okay. And I have a great job in terms of support of my entrepreneurial activities and no one's like breathing down my neck. I work remote a lot of the times from home. So there's just so many positives, right? So I'm looking at that, and then I'm thinking, damn it, how do I make up the difference for that 30% loss? Okay. And I will share this. One of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel is because, so I started this YouTube channel in October of 2023. So I moved to Atlanta in April 2023. And during that time, I was trying to find some part-time work to make up for that difference. And nothing happened. I had some interviews and I was qualified. I met all the requirements, all the stuff like part-time work, freelancing kind of thing and consulting, because I do that as well. Nothing. Goose egg. And I'm like, shit. So I decided, you know what? To heck with the part-time jobs. To heck with relying on others to make you money. And also I decided to heck with putting all my eggs in one basket in terms of only investing in stocks, only investing in cryptocurrency or whatever. I was like, you know what? I'm going to scale that back and I'm going to take a risk in myself. Why? Because I can guarantee the outcome of my own effort. That's the point I'm trying to make. When you invest in yourself, you are investing and taking a risk on yourself, that knowing if I don't do this in a certain degree, I'm going to fail in terms of, so there's certain things you can control and there's things you can't control, right? So you may not realize how difficult it is to grow a YouTube channel. Like, it is mind-boggling, but I knew all of this coming into this. This is my second YouTube channel, okay? Now, by the time you're watching this, I have over 22,000 subscribers, which is freaking awesome. Did you know that only 1% of all YouTubers, 1%, have over 20,000 subscribers? Like, I've already hit an amazing milestone, but now I'm competing with channels with 100,000, 500,000, a million, right? The real money starts to happen at 100,000. So that's my goal. I want to get to 100,000. Why does the real money start to happen there? Because now you're getting noticed by brands. You're no longer a micro influencer. And yes, you can make money on ads, but that's actually one of the smaller parts of a YouTuber's income. The biggest part of a YouTuber's income when they have over 100,000 is sponsors. So you'll watch a lot of videos and they say, hey, I just want to give a shout out to the sponsor, such and such, blah, 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 blah. And then that's like 30 seconds or whatever, right? So to give you an example, if you have a few thousand subscribers, right, which I have more than that, a typical sponsor will pay you $300 to $500 for a 1 minute spot. $300 to $500 for 1 minute, bro. The potential for YouTube success is phenomenal, okay? But this is the catch. The catch is for you to grow your channel, and not all my videos, by the way, get thousands of views. Some of them only get a few hundred, right? Like, it is what it is. So at the time of publishing this video, I have close to 400 videos. 400 videos that I have planned for, created, published on my channel since October 23. That's a lot of time. I'm dedicated to publishing a video every single day for at least 3 years to see how this goes. It's a grind. But if I can guarantee, if I know taking a risk on myself means I just have to put in the time and create good content. And well, you guys determine whether it's good content, not me. But if I'm creating content, I publish the content, then basically what I've found with YouTube is that over time you will find success because of the volume of the effort. You're putting in the effort, the time, your effort, and then eventually you will be successful. I didn't get to 20,000, just because, I've heard some comments and people are like, oh, you bought some subscribers. Buying subscribers is crap. They might get some subscribers, but they're not watching any of your videos, right? So all my subscribers are real. And even then, at 20,000, sometimes some of my videos only get a couple hundred views because it's like, that topic kind of whatever. So that's why taking a risk on yourself is the most important. I also decided, you know what? I'm actually a good DJ. So I do DJ and I have another YouTube channel. Let me know if you'd like the link to see my music mixes and stuff. I've been DJing for, back in the day, I DJ with turntables. And when I knew I was coming to Atlanta, I decided to get back into DJing. So I DJ here. And the thing is, I'm getting booked for gigs almost every single weekend, and it's pretty lucrative. I mean, like you guys watching this might think, oh, that kind of money is not that great. But I'll tell you, DJs here in Atlanta get around $100 to $200 per hour for a 4-hour set. Okay, that's pretty damn good, especially for something that's fun. How many of you guys get paid $100 to $200 an hour for something that is fun, right? You just show up, you have fun, and you get paid $100, $200 an hour, right? That's what I'm talking about. And by the way, any of my entrepreneurial efforts don't all pay the same. I have a toilet paper business as well, and I sell containers of private label toilet paper that I get made in China. I'm basically a broker. But for what little work that I put into that, I could easily make $5,000 to $20,000 with just a couple hours of work. Like I don't get those deals all the time. I only get a few, 2, 3, 4 a year. But this is what I'm talking about. When you take the risk on yourself, then you have more control to guarantee more of your success. And that's why I decided, you know what? I'm not going to bother looking for part-time work because I have enough. And in fact, this is the last thing I want to leave you with, is that I decided to put my time, my money, and my efforts into myself. And really, it's those 3 things. It's the YouTube channels, right? It's the DJing, and it's the toilet paper business. I decided to basically put everything into that, not bother trying to find a part-time job or relying on others and putting all my, not putting in the time, but I'm just putting all my money into stocks and crypto or whatever. So I pulled back on my investments in order to help fund these other activities and to advertise myself, redo a website, all these things. So I just want to leave you with that. And let me know in the comments, what's your journey and are you taking a risk on yourself? Thanks for watching.